Hey everybody, my name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. I wanted to thank you for listening to this episode of The Morning Show. I'm the creator, the producer, and the host of the show. We want you to check out our website. It's themorningshowwithnatalie.com. You can go to that website. You can see all about our sponsors, all about the show. You can even listen to live episodes while they're going on right there from the website. Another way to listen to the show live is go to Live 365. You can download that app and just search for The Morning Show. It's right there. Super easy. We want you to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel if you will. That way you can keep up with what's going on the morning show. Thank you. I hope you enjoy it. My name is Natalie Duncan-Emmons. This is Wednesday morning, and we are excited to have a special guest with us, a special group that we love to play here on the morning show. It's an old friend of mine. We go way back. I'm sure that he doesn't remember me. We'll talk about that in just a minute. But hey, we've got Jeff Treece with Sunday Drive with us here this morning. Jeff, are you there?
I am here, and we appreciate you, Natalie, for having us.
Well, Jeff, you probably don't remember me. You wouldn't have any reason to, and we haven't seen each other in over 30 years. But I'll tell you how far back I remember Jeff Treece, and it goes way back to Cedar Ridge days. I want to go there. I mean to go there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We used to have you in Pelahatchie, Mississippi. Y'all would come to our church out in Pelahatchie. And my sister and I were two little girls that sang. And Cedar Ridge actually wrote a song for us called Big Things Come in Small Packages. And we recorded that song.
I remember you all. Y'all were great.
Well, I didn't know if that would ring a bell or not.
Did you all come to our homecoming?
We did. We did come, and we sang on the stage.
I have thought about you all and thought, wonder what happened to them.
Well, here we are.
That is awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all still sing?
We do. We're in ministry here at our church. We don't go out and sing on the road a lot anymore. But hey, every weekend at our church, we are ministering all the time at Salem Baptist Church, and we still love it, you know.
I see here that Duncan on your name, the Duncan sisters.
Natalie Duncan-Emmons. That's right. Well, I sure remember you, and we do have a history that goes way back. I remember your mom, your dad. You had an older brother. Is that right? I can't remember his name.
Yes. My older brother, Dwayne.
I was wanting to say Derek. It was Dwayne. And then back in the day, there was a little bitty one. And I'm assuming that's Dusty.
That is Dusty. I was 18 when he was born.
He grew up, though.
He grew up. Yeah.
Wow.
He's all grown up now. He's got 2 kids of his own.
Isn't that something? What fun memories. When I'm looking at this CD case, and you know, he looks just like, which I'll say this, Jeff, you still look exactly like you did 30 years ago. I don't know how you've done it or what you're taking for this magic, but you have not changed a bit. And when I look at Dusty's picture, that looks like you about 20 or 30 years ago. So
it's funny how he looks like me. I'm just, and I look like my dad, So yes, time goes on, I'm looking more like dad. He's looking more like me. So he's gonna look like dad too.
Well, y'all got some good genes over there in the Treece family. I'll tell you that. Well, look, tell us a little bit about Sunday Drive. We had to spend a little time looking back, but now we want to look ahead because there's some good things in store for Sunday Drive. Tell me about the group. Tell me about the family, Jeff.
Well, the Sunday Drive consists of my brother, Dustin, and I call him Dusty, and my kid brother, I guess you'd call him, but he's not a kid anymore, and my wife, Misty, and Misty and I got married in 2009. And she is a singer, and I said, well, you got to sing with me. And so that's and that's when we started Sunday Drive, was 2009. Before that was I had a group called Jeff Treece Band, and before that I played the piano for the McCameys, and before that my family group Cedar Ridge.
So you've just been doing this forever.
Forever and a day. Yes.
Yeah, never stop. Well, look, I love the sound that you guys have right now with this group. I don't know your wife, Misty, but she has such a distinguishable voice, and it's such a unique voice. Once you hear it, you can't mistake it anymore. When you hear it, you know who that is. You know that's Sunday Drive, and I love her voice. And of course, it's kind of I guess her being the lead singer, that voice is kind of the staple of the group now. That's what you associate with Sunday Drive. And I really like it. I really like her. And I like what you got going on with the group. It's really
Thank you so much. I met Misty years ago. I had a little recording studio behind my house, and Misty was about 16 years old. She come over and that's the first time I met her. She came over and recorded a demo there, and so we've been friends for a long time. Family friends, know her family and all that stuff. And matter of fact, a good friend of ours is her cousin, and that's how we knew. That's how they knew about the recording studio. And so, but we never thought ever that the Lord would put the two of us together. But that's the way He worked it out. And like I said, a lot of people think she sounds similar in tone and stuff to a lady from the 60s and 70s named Karen Carpenter. We hear that a lot.
Yes, now that you say that, because I'm familiar with her and I can hear that. There's similarity there. Sure.
Yeah, it's the tone and things, that low range, and then the tone they have in their voice was very similar.
Yeah.
And she don't do her inflections or type thing, but the tone is very similar.
Yeah, yeah. Well, we love it. Look, I want to play the one that we know here on the morning show and we love. We play it all the time. It's been a big song for us here. It's called Grace.
And a little funny on that song, Misty, she sings and holds her notes out. She always does these smooth songs, and we got that song in. We loved it. We said, "Oh, we need to do this song," and I was like, "I'm not sure if you can sing that fast enough." Because it really rolls in those verses. But she showed us. She said, "I want to try it," and she tried it, and she really showed us boys, because we were not convinced that she would be able
Well,
to sing.
she nailed it. She
Yeah,
nailed
she
it.
did.
And here's a compliment that to give to a singer. She makes it sound easy when it's really not. You hear that song and you think, well, it's not easy to sound like that. It's not easy to sing it, but she just makes it sound so effortless.
Well,
Like
I'll
it's
tell her
just
you said so.
well, we're big fans. Look, there's another song. I'm looking at this album, and that's what we're talking about today. And I hadn't even said anything about it. But Sunday Drive has a brand new project out. It's called Breaking Boundaries. The project was just released last Friday, as in just like 3 or 4 days ago. So this is hot off the press. And we want all of our listening audience to go out where they download their music and to get this today, Sunday Drive, Breaking Boundaries. And I'm looking at some of these songs on here. I've been listening to the album, Jeff. It's a great out. The quality is just out of this world. You're over there on Stowtown Records, running with all those big dogs over there at Stowtown. And the quality is just crazy good, just unmatched. And I'm looking at some of the songwriters back here, and you've just unreal who all is writing for this album. But I love the one by Scotty Inman and Lee Black and Tony Wood. And gosh, what a combination of writers is that? It's called In the Meantime. I really like that song. Tell me about that one.
In the meantime, it's one of my favorites, actually, Natalie. It's kind of when we got it, it says that I want to sing songs about heaven, and I want to go to heaven someday and all that. But in the meantime, we're here in real world, in real life, and we need to tell the world about Jesus, is what it says, is the message. And it's kind of it kind of reminds me of a little Bee Gee thing going on with it, with the backgrounds and things. And it really, that one there was one, like you said, it's one of your favorites. It's one of mine also.
Yeah.
And on the project. But I in the past, I've written most of our songs, and on this CD, Wayne Hahn produced it, and he's one of the greatest. And Wayne, I said, Wayne, I want to do the best songs we can find. He said, well, let me get on the phone. Let me send some emails and see if we can get some songs in here to listen to. So I ended up only writing 2 songs on the project, and I co-wrote those. And Breaking Boundaries is one of those, the name of the project.
Yeah. And look, after we played this, I want to play one that you have written. So we're going to come back and do one that features one of your songs. Here it is, though, the one that I love, that Scotty Inman had a hand. That song is In the Meantime. I love that one. Jeff, let's talk about one more of these songs. And this one is one that you had a hand in writing. It's the title cut from the project, Breaking Boundaries. Let's talk about that song, because I'm very interested. I see that you wrote that with our friend Jeff and Brad Steele. Tell me about writing with Jeff and Brad, because that's on my bucket list.
Is it? That's great. They're great to write with. They're great writers. I texted Jeff and I said, "Hey, you want to write a song?" And then he texted me back. I sent him everything. He texted me back and he said, "Hey, can I bring Brad in?" I said, "Yeah, well, that'd be great." And so it went back and forth. They sent me what they had, and and things. And you were talking about Brad's melodies is just out of this world, and that he sent back the melody. I think that was Brad's contribution, was the melody, and so it's got like an upbeat modern country feel type thing to it, and it's called Breaking Boundaries.
Well, I think that's why I was drawn to this song, because we like upbeat songs on the morning show. It's 6 to 8 in the morning, and we're trying to get people going. And we don't do a lot of slow things on the morning show because it's just the time of day. So this one really jumped out at me, and I want our people to hear this song, one more off of the album. But before we play it, Jeff, let me tell you how much I appreciate you spending this Wednesday morning with us here on the morning show. And how fun was just to go back and think about those good old times. We hadn't seen each other in a long time, but I hadn't forgot about those days.
Yeah, it was great days. And, down at the World's Fair site and in Knoxville, Tennessee, we had a big concert, and the Duncan sisters were a part of that.
Yeah.
And y'all were just phenomenal. Everybody loved you, and they still love you. And
Well,
it's great to reconnect and talk to you too.
it's been a lot of fun. And Jeff, you have a friend here on the morning show. Don't forget that.